Hey YouTube, alright, here's a new bike. This is a 2014 KTM 690 Enduro R. It's got the LC4 KTM motor, and this bike has just over 5,000 miles on it. And I didn't show you how I got it. I got it about a few weeks ago. And I've already done a number of different add-ons and changes to this thing, so we'll just go through and I'll show you what I did here. First of all, the guy I bought it from bent these mirrors down. I guess they were kind of more straight up erect, and then he bent them, so I left them. I don't know, they seemed alright. But as you can see, I put the KTM windshield on. That's a 12-inch windshield, and it does a little bit of good. It's not super great or anything like that, but it does deflect a little bit of wind. You can see here on the lip here about an inch, and it tapers down, does deflect up. But I put the Scott steering stabilizer on there. That was kind of a long job to do, but you can see this plate here has replaced what was there before, and these inside deflector or fairing type things here I had to cut, and so I wasn't very happy about that install. But it's, I don't know, if you're not looking for it, I guess you wouldn't notice it, but I do, and notice it. So the windshield, the steering stabilizer, I went with the seat concept seat. Everybody online talks about how those seats are the desirable. The other one was alright. It was just a little more narrow in the area here, and I could see that it would be a little bit wearing on you for longer rides. I added this helmet lock here. It's pretty cheesy, but I needed something. I don't have any saddlebags or a back rack or anything like that, and I don't like carrying my helmet around if I don't have to. So that may stay, that may come off, I'm not sure. It's just sitting there right now. I put tires on there. These are the Continental Attack 2s, and of course the front one is on the stock wheel, which is a 21-inch wheel. Looks a little goofy, pretty narrow, but I tell you what, it handles all right. Now the tires that came on there were the originals, and those were the more dirt style tire, and they were pretty worn down, so they were garbage. Got rid of those. Here's the back one, same thing, Continental Attack 2. This is an 18-inch wheel, and pretty happy with this. You can see in here the bike is pretty clean. I mean, it was grimy a little bit when I got it, just from, I think a lot of the inside part here had to do with the wear from the old tires, and just the grime of the dirt and the rubber burning off. But you can see the bike's pretty clean underneath and everything. But I did put quite a bit of time into getting it set up. Now the Scott steering stabilizer did come with this set of risers, and again, looking online, this is a desirable way. It lifts it up. I'm kind of tall anyway, so it worked out well for me. And so those of you who don't know, these KTMs have, as far as the oil goes, has 2 oil filters and 2 oil screens, which I didn't know. So when I got an oil filter, I got the one on this side, and there's also a screen. You can see it right down there. That bolt is an oil screen, and you just clean those off. If there's damage, then you can replace them, but they're not filters necessarily, they're just screens. So the other screen is right here next to the drain plug. There's the drain plug, there's the screen, and then here's the second oil filter. So for those of you who don't know, make sure you change both of them. So the other things I'm looking at getting, obviously, is maybe a better skid plate. This plastic thing does the job, but you know, the case side of the case sticks out a little bit right there, and could get hit with a rock or something like that. Also, some sort of rack system on the back. I like the grab bars here, and they do get used, but I'd like to keep them. And the most racks I've seen have, you know, you have to ditch those grab bars to get the rack on the back. So we'll see what I can come up with. Maybe I'll buy one and fabricate something so that I can retain the grab bars, but we'll see how that goes. The only funky thing that I've seen about the bike is, as far as I can tell, the front headlight mask had some decals on there, and so did this back wing area, had some decals on it that said you know, 690 Enduro. And I can't tell if it came without it or the guy took them off or whatever. There were some goofy stickers on here when I got it, so I obviously took all the stickers off, and maybe he just ditched those. And so there were stickers here, and I took all that off. But anyway, the bike has, like I said, just over 5,000 miles on it. Pretty clean, pretty happy with it so far. I've only put about maybe 100 or 150 miles on it, just kind of putting around, getting used to it. And some of that was on the old tires, and some of it obviously were on the new tires. These tires have been on here for about a week. That was a big pain in the butt. My local motorcycle shop wanted to charge me $35 per tire to put the new tire on there. So at $70, I said I'll do it myself. It's been a while since I changed a dirt bike tire, but did it, and that was a nice morning of grunting and sweating and stuff like that, but got it done. Didn't damage the wheels up doing it, so pretty happy with it. But it was, you know, I don't know, I guess at the end of the day, you want to drop $70 and save 2 hours and struggle and busted knuckles, or do you want to just do it yourself? So I did it myself, at least the first time. I learned how the splines are put in there, and the bolts and all that stuff to take the wheels on and off, and all that business. So I learned something from it, and it turned out all right. So a few more things to get, and then other than that, it should be pretty much how I want it. And you know, I'll sort of take you along when I get the saddlebags and maybe the back rack and stuff like that. I should have videotaped some of the stuff as I was doing some of these changes, but you know how it goes. You order a bunch of stuff and it comes, and you just start wrenching on it, putting it on, and fixing things, cleaning it up. Before you know it, you're done, and then you didn't film a thing. But anyway, we'll try to keep you guys up to date on that. So that's it. KTM 690 Enduro R. It's a 2014, and pretty happy with it. It's got a lot of power, got a lot of cool things. Fuel injected, obviously, and also ABS. So that's what this inside ring here is, for the ABS sensors and stuff like that. So that's pretty cool. Obviously, I haven't had to use it yet, but you know, it's desirable quality. Other than that, it's bone stock, and I got it from the original owner, and have all the paperwork, including the booklet it came with, the sleeve, the protector, and all that business. And so, all right, YouTube. Pretty cool, huh? All right. Let me know if you got any questions or any suggestions.